Well, it's running now, as you guys can, you'll see why later. I was doing a load of laundry and I broke the power button. So it was stuck in the off position, a little spring or something inside it, it stopped. So got to take everything apart, replace the switch, and here we are.
Welcome aboard. We are Pat, Alexa, and Gilligan the Fat Boat Cat. We still work and live aboard our 57-foot Nordhavn in Mexico. Follow us as we cruise, explore new cultures, appreciate the wonders, and work on our boat in exotic locations. We are Noeta with no ETA.
So today's project, working on boats in paradise. That's the dryer. It works great. The washer has decided to stop working. So I've got to take, unfortunately, I've got to take that out, which requires removing this top bracket so then I can slide the dryer out. I'm going to put it right here, this area. So then I can take this out and then I can lift the washer out, and I need to get access to the top of it. So there's a top metal plate that, of course, you only access the screws to that to take that off. That is, of course, in the very back of the washer, conveniently designed, by somebody that never has to work on these things. So my hope is the power switch has failed, or there's a fuse in there that's blown, and can replace that and get the thing working again. If not, we need to find one that fits in that space. There's also 240 volt, which in the United States is kind of rare. The dryers can be 240, but the washers aren't. But in the rest of the world, 240 washer dryer combos are actually far more common. So, but I'm hoping it's simple. So I'm going to tear into this thing and see where it goes. All right, that was fairly simple. You can see the dryer is it's hardwired into the electrical system on the boat. I suspect the washer is too. We've had the dryer out once before because we found the dryer duct wasn't connected. So now I got to get it up and over that lip, just even a little bit. I just need to get it so I can get on the screws on the back so I can take the top off. Well, all right, top is off. Here's my flashlight. You can see capacitor back here. That might be bad. Pretty simple. I don't see anything obvious on the motherboard, the circuit board there. Nothing burned out or anything weird like that. There's the switches. I got one screw that I got to figure out how I'm going to get out, so I can maybe get this faceplate off and do that. So maybe victory. I replaced the switch. It was new old stock. This is the old one, and it just felt funny. It didn't click out all the way, so I think the contact or whatever is stuck in off, I think. So new switch, new light. Be careful because it is live. And now, if you can see it, we have, oops, and it's right.
Remember, careful because it's on. There's water.
Oh, water, right?
Stop. Turn it off. Well, breaker. Can you do it? Hit the button again.
I'm trying. It's hot. So to test the power light, I pushed the button on the power button and the light turned on, but the washer was in the middle of a wash cycle, and so water started dumping in, and because the switch was hot, I was afraid to grab it because it wasn't mounted. So that's when I'm yelling at Alexa, turn the power off. So she ran up and hit the breaker. So lesson there, maybe not have the power on at the breaker and mount the switch first.
Or at least make sure it's not mid-wash cycle, so water starts shooting out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at that.
Victory.
Water.
We're doing a load just to make sure it works before we put everything together.
That's always wise.
But
Yeah. We have a little light here. That's doing what it's supposed to do.
oh, we got a leak.
And we have a leak. Awesome. I would turn it
Door
over.
wasn't closed.
Interesting. Never had a leak before,
That wasn't closed.
which is interesting. I shouldn't have started if it wasn't closed.
Yeah.
It is a baby leak.
Well, it stopped now. It was
Okay.
running out. We'll have to watch that. But
All right. Now we can put it all back together. And now it works. Projects in paradise.
this was literally a $10 part.
And 2 months.
And, well, here's the old one. Oh, turn the flashlight on so you can see it, but it doesn't. It should pop out,
Yeah.
so it's stuck.
Yeah. The other part that didn't go back right was the light.
Yeah, there's pieces are broken, so the light's supposed to snap into that. But what we did is we zip tied it. All we care about is we can see it has power now. Before, the light didn't work, so we didn't know if it was ever on or off. Or
Which is maybe why the power button got broken.
yeah.
Sweet.
Yes, you're rolling.
Am I rolling?
You're rolling.
Okay, so we got the washing machine back in and the dryer back in after Pat fixed the buttons. So we have a light, we have a button, the water's flowing, but something in all of that.
Oh, I had pulled a manual release lever, that red tabby. It manually releases the door lock because there was a little bit of water in there and I couldn't get it open. So I pulled that, and now I think the cable is stuck, and it's so the door latch is in a permanent release because the cable's stuck, or the rope or line or whatever. So
We don't really want to take all of this all the way out again. So we did find that if I push this forward, I can access the string right here. It's a very tiny string that is pulling that lever. We think the lever may be stuck all the way down. So we went and looked at some pictures of what the lever looks like. And of course there's
they put a guard there.
a metal guard protecting it. So I'm trying to get up inside the guard, but there's this much space to get in there.
And her hands fit and mine don't.
Right. So we've tried this, but then we went and looked at more images, hoping that maybe I could find it better. I'm not finding that lever unless, I don't know if this will do it. There's one thing. I just,
Well, put some back in it.
thought that was it, but it wasn't. I thought I might have found it. Yeah, no. Nothing yet. So what this probably means, since I can't access that lever, is we're going to take the whole
Gonna
thing
take that
apart.
out again.
How
starting-
many screws do you suppose?
Top shelf, there's 6 screws. Take the dryer out, but Lex gets to crawl into a closet and disconnect the exhaust duct, heat duct. Then that shelf. Then you gotta tip the washer forward to get access to 3 bolts, take the top off, and then we should be able to get access.
Yeah, then
Should.
it'll be easy.
Should.
I'm so close. This is so frustrating. But I can't find the lever. So, sweet. We have a project. Because we needed another
Yay!
one. Sorry. Tried.
Maybe it worked. No.
No. That's not appropriate. It did not. Okay. Let's do it again. So we've been without a washer for maybe 2 months now, but mostly because we're waiting on parts like these. So now we've got a door latch, and this little piece right here wasn't holding the door closed. So found one on eBay, right?
Yeah.
And so now we've had to take out the dryer again to be able to access the washer. And of course it's not simple because we're working in this tiny cramped space. By we, I mean only one of us fits there, so him.
Anyway, so the idea is we're going to take the faceplate off of the washing machine, off of the drum, take out the old latch like this, and put in a new one. So, and then hopefully the door will close. Anyway, we'll see. Taking apart this washing machine took a little bit of teamwork and a lot of tools. Did you buy the same one, do you mean? Hope so. Looks the same.
It's always the question. 806 1679. All right.
I see the old one. Curious to. So this, I'm curious inside of the latch, which right here it wasn't holding. Don't break it.
Oh, I see. I see how it actuates.
So it closes and it opens, and it closes and
That's
it opens.
what we wanted. All that work
For that.
for that.
So now we just get to put it all back together. We've taken apart this washer and dryer assembly and cupboard at least 4 times. And while we complain about it over and over again, we do have to remind ourselves that it's pretty nice to have the luxury of the washer and dryer on board. And just like with any system on a boat, you start adding more systems and you add more projects. And we're washing clothes and no leak. Woohoo! Another project in paradise done.
While we were fixing the washer, this is what Gilligan did. He did not help us one bit.